Hey everyone, Jeff Crumpler, JC Stacker, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna melt some silver. So we got some maples. Well, you guys picked this out yesterday on whatnot. So there we go. Mapley, mapley. No one liked the queen, even with the privy mark, and the buffalo from Sahi. So what we're gonna try to turn those two into is this little booger here, and maybe one of these little boogers here. All right. So first off, I know that there's a few people learning how to do this, and a few folks actually watch YouTube videos. So I'm gonna give you all my first word of advice, okay? Blaze 420. Man, you know what? I have got a package with your name on it. I need you to send me an email with your shipping info. I'm glad you popped in because I've got a thing that's got your name on it, so I feel like I need an email. My email address is right up there, and if you tried to email it before, it's going to be crumplerjeff006 at gmail.com. So just send me an email. Okay, because I can't find you in my emails, and even MJ tried to find you. Yeah, we can't find your email. So if you could send me one, that'd be awesome. Buy it, gold and silver. How you doing? Are you buying up the gold and silver? Look here, here's some silver here. We're about to melt this, and you can buy it after we melt it. Oh, 49's fine Canadian maple there. No one wanted the lady. So she meets her ending today. And the Asadi Buffalo. No one loved him either. So he meets his ending today. And then the leftovers from those, I've got this other blob, right? So we're gonna add that to the blob and then we're gonna do something different with it. But first, we're gonna actually try to pour something into the mold. We actually got some different molds. Let's see if we can pour across. Let's see what the heck we can do with the star. Now, Blaze, mind you, I'm on my phone right now, so I can't check the emails and stuff while I'm streaming, but I will afterwards. So we're going to turn these into these. Oh, yes, I'm sock footed. Go ahead, say something about it. There's always one, right? Like, do you know you're sock footed? I know. Right, Blaze? I like them. I just got them off of Amazon. And here's what I also like. I seen where some people were doing some stuff and like carving into this, which would make it like a hybrid leaf type thing. So I'm obviously not ready for any of that yet. But first, we're gonna see if I can figure out how to fill this deal up, right? Because it's kind of long and cylindrical and kind of different. So we're gonna see how that runs. Meanwhile, for anybody that is new to pouring. Okay, so these furnaces, let me go ahead and explain a couple of different things. No matter if you get this furnace, which is still from Japan, it's just kind of how they all are, it seems like, or if you've got one of the black ones, same scenario. Okay, hold on a second. I just dropped my nicotine stick. All right, so here's the first thing I do, and I'm going to show and explain you why I do this. Okay, take out my crucible. This crucible has only been used one other time, and it was used with 3 9s and 4 9s silver, so it's fine to do this with. Look at all that extra silver splatter up there. See, that's why you don't mix sterling and that together, because then it would get mixed up with all that. Not good, right? So when you look down inside these furnaces, right back in here is the little thing that checks your temperature. Well, it goes all the way down inside your gears and inside the workings of your furnace, okay? So now I have blown apart furnaces. I've blown apart crucibles. These little boogers here, they're only good for about 8 pours. Sometimes I can get many more out of the more expensive ones, but you don't want to reuse these like more than 8 to 10 times. If you do, they get thin. They bust. They bust inside of here. Whenever it busts inside of here, okay, see that little bill down there? You can kind of see it. That goes all the way down inside your gears. If it busts and silver gets down in there, smash that like button. How you doing, Miss Jody? Good to see you, ma'am. So if silver gets down inside of that, you're screwed, or copper or anything else, right? It will tear up your machine. So this is an easy fix to that, y'all. Check this out. Bam. It's a file, right? The thickness of that file, what you do is you just take and you raise up your little furnace back here and you put it on an angle, leaning forward away from that spot where if it runs into, you're screwed. Then you put that file or something down there that's about the same thickness as about, I don't know, a 2 ounce round, right? Underneath each little leg on the back. So that file fits perfectly back there underneath that. Now, what that does is it leans my whole furnace forward enough to where if that crucible breaks, all that stuff in that crucible runs to the front of my furnace. It keeps it out of that hole and it makes it to where I can dump my furnace and I can get all that material out before it ruins the furnace, okay? So make sure you got something about the same thickness as a 2 inch round underneath both your back legs to where it's leaning forward to where you don't have to worry about if that crucible breaks, it completely ruining your furnace, okay? So there's a tip for those of you that's learning this, and to someone in particular that might be watching that I forgot to ever tell that to. So remember, 8 to 10 times on your crucible, put something underneath the back side of that furnace, lean it forward to where you're not messing up your furnace if it breaks. All right. Now for the fun part, right? Here we go. How's Miss Jody doing tonight? Y'all, it is hot out here in Oklahoma today. I mean, it is 90, it says it's 96 degrees right now where I'm sitting. Holy cow. So, yeah, it's warm today. And I really almost didn't go live and do this even after I said I was going to, but we're going to do it. All right, y'all get your Gatorade. Get ready. I don't even know if I got the camera on the right spot. Let me see. Does that look okay to y'all? Hey, Shells, Mining, how you doing? All right, y'all. Check it out. We're going to start off with a little Sahi action. Sahi, 3 9's fine. A little Sahi Indian. Bam, going in the creek. Okay, we're gonna put that up in there. And I'm gonna put the maple up here until after a while. We'll use it also, Shells. We're melting stuff, Shells. Shells, here you go, buddy. We're gonna make a cross tonight, maybe a star. We're gonna melt some shit. What are you doing? If we got power to this thing. All right, go. We got power. We're good. All right. So I got it set to 1150. We're at 20. We're going to start out at 29 degrees, wouldn't you know? Here, Shells. I'll hold you in my lap while we're waiting for this puppy to start warming up. Doing great, he said. Awesome. How's Miss Idaho? Powerade. You got Powerade? Well, Powerade works. This is Gatorade. I'm hooked on the G. Powerade does work though. I grab it in a pinch. But I grab 12 packs of this stuff when I get groceries. I guess actually, what are they like 8 packs or something? I think they come in. Okay, Shubs, let's get this thing to cooking. Go, baby, go. No. Okay, it's gonna take a minute, yeah. Meanwhile, let's get. Oh, hey, you know what? I gotta grab a torch, yo. I gotta grab a torch. So check this out. Bam! Only right in front of my door. Until I have the torch and big ass hammer. No. This means that you might do too much of this kind of work. Just an FYI. Speaking of which, I feel like I need to grab some borax. Ah, borax, come to daddy. No. So this is the borax I've been using, but this is almost empty. I got all natural borax this time, y'all. All natural borax for this next go around. By the way, we're not in Florida, but we got the palm tree, right? So there you go. We got the palm tree representing Florida. Maybe we need to put that closer to the furnace. I don't know. I try, right? We got a couple of different palm trees. We tried to bring Florida to Oklahoma, so we're gonna keep trying. Hey, Reggie and Regan, how you doing? How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing today? We had a new granddaughter born a couple of days ago. Oh, congratulations. You get your Borax at the dollar store. Well, I ordered some off of Amazon, y'all. This time I got a big old brick of it. It's all natural. And it was like a portion of the price of the other. Just made more sense. Oh, shucks. Tell this thing to warm up quicker. We're at 58, 59. Let's go. Well, it was almost my favorite number, but we're getting closer. So, Shaws, are you enjoying the new grandbaby? What else is new in everyone else's life? Hey, look, when it's chilly outside, you can put your feet up here by the stove. Warms them right up. I don't suggest like touching it with your feet because that will burn. Look at what it does to the concrete when you use a torch on silver. Just FYI, it's gonna chunk your concrete up. Looks like I shot holes in the ground. Each one of those is little spots where I've just melted silver just because. So you can melt the silver on the concrete. It's gonna turn into a blob and get slimy, and it's gonna run around from the furnace. Oh, you get to see her in person tomorrow. So awesome. So, Shaw's, you better start collecting her some Steve's best friend Tony. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. We're melting a little silver. We're gonna turn some Asahi Buffalo into. We're hoping to turn it into a cross. Okay, hold your breath, y'all, because my hands are a little shaky, and we pour messes. I make splatters and some other stuff, so we're gonna try to get a little more creative here. Pink camo and purple camo time. Oh my goodness. Was she out hunting elves and Eskimos? What was she doing? No, don't do it. MJ Squirrel has a camo thing. Like she would wear camo all the time if she could. But you won't catch her in some pink camo. She's like, no pink or purple camo. That ain't right. So I don't know, Shaz. Your granddaughter might be like, hey now, we ain't trying to be part of the purple team. We're trying to be part of this camo team. I don't know how they do it in Beverly Hills there where you're at. Could be a thing. I'm playing shots. I think it's amazing. Hey, I did the same thing with my girls. I got them purple and pink camo and nonsense like that. I never thought about what they were going to go out hunting. Maybe they were out hunting Smurfs. Should have got them blue camo. No. How's Steve's best friend Tony doing today? All right, y'all, check it out. 132 degrees and cooking. Now, what's weird is the thermostat on this furnace, even though it's a newer one, something's jacked up with it, y'all. Ain't no way I should have to melt it at 1,100. But that is what temperature it gets to before it melts. If she's with Grandpa, it's camo. There you go. Charles, Charles Mining is the miner on the Englehart round. We kind of decided. He might sometimes stay in Trump Tower. It's just a secondary home, so don't judge. No, Charles, are you making a new video pretty soon? Speaking of video, boy, I wish this thing could stay up here so I could not hold it the whole time that I'm making this video. By the way, important, buy a box of these, y'all, if you're melting silver and stirring silver. For one, you want to stir it every time, even when it's liquid, so that you can beat the air out of it. Or else you're gonna end up with some weird looking bubbly craziness going on, right? What you don't want to do is use the stick that you used on some other material in what you're using. So I buy a tube of these. Today we're using a brand new stick because we're using brand new silver and we don't want to get anything in that crucible that could potentially make it not 3/9 fine at least, right? Even though we're pouring 3/9 and 4/9 today, we just need it to come out 3/9 fine at the end of the day. If you use this and you've done sterling silver with it, then when you stir it, you got the potential of you're mixing some sterling silver in there with your other. Or if you did copper or some other shit, you never know, right? So just keep that in mind. What'd you say? Yes. Yes.
You going back? You going back? Did you talk to my grandma? Yeah, I heard talking. Are you going back home? I gotta find another one because.
All right, we're 230 degrees. Oh, hey, Shaws, any of you fellas out there, right? You know, I got my stuff I wear, and sometimes y'all admire some of this stuff. Got one just like it, but for a bigger wrist than mine, okay? So I'm kind of a thin guy. I'm even thinner now than normal, but yeah. This one not going anywhere, but I've got another one just like it, same make, Cuban Cuban links. Of course, it's gonna weigh more because it's bigger around. But if any of you fellas out there looking for a bracelet, let me know. 925. I wanted to say it weighs like maybe 30 grams or 20 some grams. I don't know for sure. I think it's like 28 grams. I think now that I'm thinking about it, trying to remember what it weighed at the shop. I'll wait before I sell it to you. 275 degrees. All right, y'all. It's time to get yourself a safety meeting going. At this point, I'm trying to get everything else ready. I'm gonna get the torches ready. Gotcha. 286 degrees. Only this freaking thing will heat up quicker. By the way, FYI, I was telling someone about my gloves. Now, these are the gloves I use. They're just, good old leather on the farm working with the horses and cattle gloves. Here's the hole you want to avoid. I am going to eventually sew that hole up because, yeah. So I got these gloves from my grandpa years ago, and I have took care of them and kept them in condition. But I need to get out some needle and thread. So don't. I know it's got a hole in it, and I know it's going to burn my hand. I get it. I'm kind of used to it. So I'm saying the big red ones sometimes they're just floppy and uncomfortable. So these right here, roping gloves, work better for me. I guess that's what you would. These kind of what these are for is roping cattle and riding horses and things like that, working on fence. Good gloves, right? So there you go. They work. I really do need to patch that hole before it gets any worse. And you should use gloves for both hands. I only use gloves on one hand because I've been doing this for a while. And I don't know. Bam! There you go. See, it works. You don't want to catch it with the side of your finger. You know what I like about this camera? It almost makes my hands look smaller, Miss Sue H. I got pretty big hands, y'all. I got big hands and big feet. I don't know. Miss Miss Sue H, how are you doing, ma'am? There's the amazing lady that we're making the silver taco for. We're not working on it today. Miss Sue H, check this out. What do you think about this mold? Oh, you can't hardly see it from that angle. It's a cross. We're going to try to pour a cross. We're going to try to pour a star. We're going to try to pour some things tonight. I'm glad you caught me live too. I've missed you. I was worried about you when I hadn't seen you in some of the other live streams. I got your message and you were like, I miss you coming on YouTube. So here I am. I appreciate y'all. Barry, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, share the stream with a friend. Tell them, hey, we got JC over here pouring stuff. We're about to make some crosses, some stars, and probably a lot of splatters, right? Yeah. Here we go. All right, we're 387 degrees. It's awesome to see you all. I'm glad everyone's doing well. Miss Sue H, how's the weather treating you up there where you're at? I know you're in Oregon, correct? So it's getting a little warmer up there now. Starting to warm up for you. I don't know. I like the warm weather. It's just in time. She did. She showed up just in time. Furry always shows up on time. 4:05. We're at. Let's go. We need that thing to be about triple that temperature. Come on. Let's go. I don't know why this furnace heats up so slow compared to my other ones, but it does. And this one's real. I mean, this is brand new, right? I mean, we ain't been using this thing for 2 months, month and a half. If y'all see me in the video grabbing my knee, yes, my leg hurts. I can't help it. So don't judge me. I'm here. I'm trying. Miss Fiona. Miss Fiona. I never mentioned this to you, but if you rewind this video, if you weren't here at the beginning of it, check this out. So inside your furnace, there's the little place that shows where the heat thing's at in there, right? So if you ever have a crucible break, which you shouldn't use the crucible more than like 8 to 10 times, I put this right here. See that file? I lay it on the ground underneath the back legs of my furnace, and it allows it to lean forward. It allows it to lean forward just enough to where if that crucible breaks, the material inside comes to the front of the furnace and it keeps it from going down that hole where the temperature thing's at, because that will destroy your furnace. Franklin Woods, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. So I always put that underneath there to lean it forward. It took me blowing up a couple of furnaces before I figured out, hey, if I leaned it forward, stuff wouldn't run into it, right? It's Woody. How you doing, Woody? Good to see you. Fiona, 8 to 10 times. That's it. And if you've been setting it on something, even less than that. I forgot that there's a couple of little things that I got to touch base with you on. Oh, well, thank you, Franklin. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Fiona. You guys rock. By the way, y'all, Franklin Wood and Fiona and them are all from the Whatnot family. So say hi to them, Miss Sue H. Miss Sue H is come over to Whatnot, but she's part of the YouTube family, and I'm glad y'all are getting to meet each other on this show. Thanks, Jeff. You're welcome, Miss Sue H. That has saved me furnaces, y'all. It will, I promise, because eventually them little graphite boogers, they break. Sometimes they break and you wouldn't even know it. It's nice to meet you, Franklin. Shaw's mining in the building. Some of y'all from Whatnot know Shaw's. It's awesome to see y'all come together. And I appreciate the encouragement to, hey, you need to do this. Meanwhile, yes, I'm pouring silver barefoot. I do not suggest you do this at home. I'm not barefoot. I wear socks out here because, well, people got cats, and I ain't trying to step in some cat mess. I will just take off the socks when I go inside. You know, I would rather take them off at my door than take my feet off. I don't know which to do, but I do it barefoot just because that's what I'm used to doing. Just pimp you out. Oh my gosh, here we go. So if the dancers show up, we know we got issues, right? Is that where we're at? Oh, Miss Fiona says, nice to meet you all. You guys rock. So I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time because I got shaky hands. So we're gonna see if I can hit these molds the right way. If not, heaven forbid, one of them's a cross. I ain't trying to mess up the cross. We're gonna see. The other one's a star. I don't know. Feel like it can't be that complicated, right? The cross, on the other hand, trying to pour them lines, I don't know how that's gonna work. We're gonna find out though. It's gonna be interesting. Your socks are never as white as Jeff's. Miss Sue H, you know why? Because I do this all the time and I run around sock footed all the time. I'll wash my socks maybe 2 or 3 times and then that's it. They're trash. I buy brand new ones. I used to buy brand new socks instead of even washing them. So I don't know why I'm just weird like that. Okay, I don't like dirty socks, but I run around sock footed. Go figure. And if I don't, then Miss Sue H will notice. Look, she noticed one day when I had like a little hole in one of my. Look, Miss Sue H. Uh, aha. See, that's the trick. You just got to get it by the disposable. Just buy the, and most of the time, Miss Sue H will tell you they're Calvin Klein socks. That's kind of what I like to wear is Calvin Klein most of the time. But that's just what I've got used to. Meanwhile, hopefully I make enough money off the pores that it buys me new socks for the next time, right? That's what we hope. Oh man, you guys crack me up. You crack me up. Here we go. Should I do this even? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see something. Oh, the Lord. Yeah, we got to turn that off. Let's see here. Let's see. Bam! Just so I can say hi to you guys. How's everyone out there doing? Promise, I'm here. No. Pop Spare Time. Shout out to Pop Spare Time. Great guy. You go to coin shows. He's always hooking up the kids. Good dude. Check him out. All right, y'all. This is how we do it. We're just gonna hang out here and wait for this thing to hook up. I'm turning this back around because yeah, you don't want to see me. You want to see that. There you go. And there we have it. Miss Sue H with the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Face reveal. Temporary face reveal. It scared off half the people that was in here. See what happened? You can't do that to them folks. They are not ready for that. They hear the voice and they're like, hey, look, the guy's got to be decent. You know, I am not the best looking dude in the world. I have a voice for the radio because I have a face for the radio too. No, no, I don't. We're at 6:30 almost. We're at 6:29. That counts as 6:30. So we're getting close. Meanwhile, Furry, you keep everybody entertained for a minute. I'm gonna go grab a safety meeting. Who says we're done? Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Furry, you gotta take a screenshot. Ain't no one came here to see that guy. They came here to see the silver that's gonna get melted. It's in there heating up. Oh, by the way, for those of y'all pouring, if your stuff's not melting fast enough, I watched a guy do this the other day on YouTube, and I cringed because this is the thing. Now that he's done it once, he's going to do it again. If you take a torch and you start heating up your crucible that's inside that furnace, it starts breaking down that graphite faster because the graphite is not built for flame, okay? Let alone flame as hot as map gas. So, yes, it will help break down the stuff, but you are thinning out your crucible even more. And sometimes you'll do that and it'll start the stuff a boiling and it'll just break apart your furnace right then. You know what I mean? Hey, I watched this guy do it. He put a bunch of copper in there and he's like, well, it ain't melting down fast enough. He heats it up with the torch. Hey, it started bubbling and boiling over. And he was like, why is there stuff splattering everywhere? I thought, oh my God, this guy's going to lose an eye. You know, here's the thing, it starts bubbling, it gets explosive. By the way, a little bit of moisture in your silver will cause an explosion. Sounds crazy, right? But don't ever get moisture in your silver. If you get moisture in that silver when it's melting, it's going to pop, crackle, and snap. It's going to try to pop itself out of that furnace. It's going to pop in your eye and everywhere else. It's not good. Make sure you don't get no liquid in it. So if you're doing like silver shot and you pull that and think you're going to redo it again, you got to let it dry. Trust me, we figured it out. You're going to poke an eye out, kid. What? What did I do? Like the Christmas story. Oh, gosh. Well, I hope not. Furry, I've survived life with both eyes somehow, and that's amazing because you remember y'all ever have them stick horses when you were a kid? You know what I'm talking about? Had like the broom handle with a horse's head on it or some other stuff. We had those when we were kids, right? So me and my cousin Chad, we decided we was gonna sword fight. All the parents and adults is like my grandparents. I was at my grandparents. It was 4th of July, which happened to be their wedding anniversary. So we're down there sword fighting. Next thing I know, exactly what happened, what they said was somebody gonna get an eye poked out. Tell me how he poked me in my eye and popped my eyeball right out of the socket. See, that's one of the only memories I have from being that young. Now, how messed up's that? I just remember passing out because I was like, holy cow. Luckily, he didn't bust my eyeball. Somehow they put it back in that deal. And yeah, my eyesight's still just the same in that eye as it is the other. True story, though. You can get your eye poked out with one of them sticks. I'm just lucky it didn't bust my eyeball, you know? Don't be sword fighting with the little sticks that you're supposed to be riding on like horses. They're not made for swords. Right, Miss Sue H? That truly is like my youngest memory. That one time when all my youngest memories is when I was hurt really bad. So I'm not even going to tell them. I don't know. All right, Furry, Miss Sue H, and Miss Fiona, all you amazing people, all visit with each other for a minute. We're at 745 degrees. I'm going to run inside, grab a fresh water instead of Gatorade this go around, and I'm going to fix the safety meeting. So I'll be right back in like less than probably for sure less than 10, probably less than 5. Have fun. Keep your clothes on. Well, you guess you guys don't have to, but Shaw's, no backflips without any drawers on. We need you to stay pants on for the show. We're at 755 degrees. Let's go. Okay. Bam. How you like that? That couldn't have been 5 minutes, man. Check it out. We got the water. We got the safety meeting. We're good to go. What do you think, Shaw? Green light? How are y'all doing? What's going on? Hey, Cal. Does that say Cal? Is Mad Cow in here? Where in the heck is Mad Cow at? Oh, no, that's this Holy Cow. Never mind. I was going to say, Mad Cow, where are you at? Y'all do me a favor and be praying for Mad Cow. He's been really sick. He's sent me some messages and he just needs a lot of prayer, right? She said, Holy cow. I can't. Whoa, what does it say? You got to tap it again. I can't see. The dollar sign's in the way. Meanwhile, yeah. It says, Holy cow. If there is water or the cross. Prayers for Mad Cow. Yes, for sure. Charles, there ain't too many pilots in this world I trust, and I've known Mad Cow forever. Nothing can happen to him. He's my only helicopter pilot that I trust with a helicopter. I mean, I let Dobbs fly me around in an airplane. That's one thing, but Mad Cow, that's a whole different ballgame. Well, let's go. Yeah. Can we get this stuff moving? I feel like maybe the choice of a black t-shirt today was not the greatest idea I had, because man, this thing is getting hotter by the minute. Yes, prayers from Mad Cow for sure. We're at 855 degrees now, cooking now. Till the last of the Gatorade. It's crazy, right, Furry? All I do is show y'all how much stuff I'm drinking. Tell me why I still end up dehydrated at the hospital. Trying to avoid that at this point this year. You know what I mean? It's only because of stupid ass treatments. That's okay. Notice I ain't been sick lately, and I ain't been having to be sick because I done blew off my treatments. I ain't trying to go do that stuff no more for a bit until I get healthier. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some other thing pop up. God will find a way for them to fix it some other way. I can only do so much of being sick, yeah. So I know I've got a few questions about that that's been like, why ain't you been going to doing treatment? Well, because I just ain't. I just decided I needed some time not doing it. I feel like I have the right to make that decision. So I've got some doctors not real thrilled with me about it, but it's my choice. So I'm glad to be able to be here with y'all just pouring some silver. I'd as soon not be sick all the time. So on a brighter note, though, we're at 892 degrees, 93 degrees. We're got to be getting closer. We're about 100 degrees away from what should be melting the silver, which actually should melt before then. But for whatever reason, with this furnace, it seems to be about 1,000 degrees before the silver starts breaking down. So that means something's not right in this thermostat. And it's been that way since I bought it. So I don't know what the heck to think about it. What? What are you typing in there, Harry? You got me so I don't even know what it says. Harry, don't say anything. You put dots in it, girl. 2, 3 small pieces of sea salt prior to drinking water helps to get the water into your cells. Hey, smart lady, you know that's why Gatorade is so good for you because they put that extra salt in there, right? They figured that out in the great state of Florida. Yeah, so does regular salt. That's right. Any kind of salt. Actually, it's not even the salt, y'all. It's the sodium that's in the salt. How do you like them beans? Any kind of sodium will help your body soak up the water. Crazy, right? Sodium and the zinc. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Welcome in. We're about to melt some stuff, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. All right, we're at 920. 920 and cooking. So I've now got my maintenance guy. I think maybe he's going to be following the YouTube channel, but he's definitely going to be buying some silver and gold. Kind of blew his mind as a first time gold buyer, seeing the size of a gram of gold and the price comparison to an ounce of silver. You know what I mean? He had never had it in his hand before physically until a couple of days ago. I, he was like, "Hey man, I know I know what you do. Look, can you talk me through this?" So I took him, showed him, a gram, a half gram, all the stuff. Showed him some 1/10. Then he held an ounce of silver in his hand, and he was like, "Holy cow, that's quite a bit more than this little bitty thing here." And I was like, "Yep, that little bitty thing there, though. I mean, it's just rare. Gold's more rare. The more rare the precious metal, the easier it is." I have no idea why YouTube brought me here. I do watch a lot of videos about collecting coins. Scott, I'm a coin collector. I'm also a coin dealer. So that's probably what it brought you here. But right now I'm smelting some silver. So I deal with silver of all kinds. And actually, I think right now we've got maybe is there a maple in there or is it sahi that we threw in there just now? There you go. So see what we're doing tonight is we're melting some of these little pretties that didn't sell. They got a blemish or they got a something that somebody didn't like them. And well, we're going to give them a new life. So that queen right there from 2023, she's going to become something different. So you're in the right one. No, it's not a milk. There's no milk spots. It's 2023. It's non-milk spottable, but it's a good way to get rid of milk spots. I get rid of milk spots a lot too. It just didn't sell, and I melt stuff all the time. I'm a silver and gold cash buyer, so if I can't resell it, I melt it, give it a new life, and then I melt it and I send it to the refinery and get paid. So either way, you're watching me get paid right now, whether or not it's selling y'all the silver that I melt, or whether or not I just keep refining it and I sell it to the smelter downtown. Say, Mr. Greg, he likes to buy that stuff. I have some. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did I see Philippines? Hold up a second. Oh, Philharmonic with a ton of milk spots. Scott, you must have got those. Let me take a wild guess here. The date on them's probably around 2013 to 2019, correct? Seems like on the Philharmonics and about that year group. So what causes milking, y'all, on coins? Just so y'all know, it's nothing to do with the silver. Okay, when coins are processed, which the Philharmonic is a coin, has a dollar denomination, just like the maple is a coin. So when they process coins, the process of the making the coins, when they rinse them after they're punched through the mint, they add three different chemicals to a rinse agent and they rinse the silver. Or at least that's how they were doing it all the time. God bless the United States that still does that. Okay. If you will take note, you will notice that we have milk spots coming up on eagles, right? Milk spots are the best way to authenticate old maples. That's right. I tell people that all the time, Scott. I was like, that's the Canadian security feature. That's how you know it's real. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. That rinse agent they put on them started sometimes it didn't soak all the way through. After they put them chemicals on it, they have to rinse it again. Well, they don't get that rinse all the way right, and that chemical stays on the coin. So, what toning is and what the milk spots are is silver has a natural way of protecting itself. We call it toning, they call it tarnish. That is silver's natural way of protecting itself from rusting. It will not rust. Silver is an alloy that will not rust. It will not contain any bacteria or germ. That's why they use it for surgical purposes. And in a lot of medical stuff, it stays sterile, right? I mean, sterile. Blah. Anyways, it stays clean. Okay. So they don't get all that chemical off. That makes the coin start toning in weird places where the chemical is still on it. So then you end up with spots that look like milk had dropped on it, right? Milk spots, the beginning of toning, the beginning of that silver protecting itself from rusting because there's a chemical on it. Now they change the agents they do it with, and now the maples are supposed to be non milk spottable. They didn't change the silver, obviously. Silver is silver, kind of like numbers. It don't lie, it don't change. It's just silver. It can change if you add some stuff to it or if you take some stuff away from it. You know what I mean? Like you can make 925 into 333 if you draw the copper out of it. But that's a whole different story, whole different ball game. We'll talk about that another time. Now the Canadian maples are supposed to be non-milk spottable because they've changed the rinse agent. Now my question is, will they find out 10, 15 years from now that that rinse agent didn't work as well when they start milking up again? I don't know. We'll find out 5, 10, 15 years from now. On the other hand, the Philharmonic uses the same rinse agent, y'all. They're all overseas. People overseas, they cut some corners sometimes, and you end up with a few more milk spots. Bottom line. They think they got it under control. We'll find out. Another one is the Britannia. It did it also really bad. I've actually had some Britannias even from last year. Where's your pizza? I don't know. You were supposed to be bringing me pizza. Let's not go there. Okay, here we go. 1,200 and some degrees. We're getting close, y'all. I got to start heating some stuff up. Let me get the mold heated up. It's about that time. See what we got going on in here. It should be melting. Yep, we got liquid silver. Loving it. Liquid silver. Hello, buddy. Hard to believe that used to be a what came off in there. Something I done pulled out of the top of it. I got a little bit of borax in it. I'm not gonna put a whole lot of borax in it because of the fact that okay. So we got that thing, it's hot. Silver is melting. I was visiting with y'all. I should have already heated this up. Now you're gonna notice I heat up the concrete that I got it sitting on first. The thing is, you don't want to pour in anything cold. It's going to snap, crackle, and pop on you. Throw some shot out, pop out an eye or something. Meanwhile, there I go, not wearing gloves. I'm going to use the glove to slide it over there. And at the same time that I'm heating that up, I'm going to heat up my grabbers for grabbing out that crucible because I don't want them to be cold because that's another thing that shocks your crucible. And that would cause it to give way, crack, have some defects in it. So you got to heat that puppy up before you go touching it to the hot crucible. All right, so now I gave it one heating real quick. Throw a glove on because it's about that time. We're gonna heat it some more because we want it good and hot. The hotter we get the crucible, the hotter we get the mold, the smoother the pour is going to come out on the bottom side. If not, we're going to end up with bubbles and sprinkly shit and some other stuff, okay? So you got to get it as close to red hot as you can get it so that silver, copper, gold, whatever you're doing, lays down in it and smooths out with it. You don't want it to fight it, okay? Now, if you're trying to make ripples, which I don't know I'll be able to tonight because like I said, my hands are kind of shaky. When it's hot, as soon as you pour it, I'm gonna hit it with this torch. You're gonna want to shake it. Don't shake it enough to knock it out of the mold, which I probably will do. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. But that's how you're gonna get your ripple effect, right? Meanwhile, I use MAP gas instead of propane because it's hotter, it burns at a higher temperature, it's a little better for working with silver. I do use propane when I'm in a pinch. There you go. We're at 1,073 degrees. I think this is turning red. It's about hot enough. All right, we're gonna try to pour our first cross. Wish me luck. Sheesh. And here we come. There we go. Let's go. Come on, baby, pour. I only put an ounce in there. Come on now, get this damn thing didn't pour for me. It didn't pour right. Oh man, it didn't like me, y'all. I completely half-assed missed the cross. I created an awesome looking blob and maybe some other stuff. Hold on, I'll show you. We got, I don't know. See, shaky hand. Started it in there, then it didn't want to come fast enough for me, so I forced it, and there we go. So that's okay. Watch this. You know the awesome thing about silver? You just pick it up off that deal, you put it back in that furnace, and it melts again. We're gonna try her again. Don't. Hey, first I'm gonna turn it off. Just, I don't want it just heat itself up too much. Ah, dadgummit. Give me back my silver. No, I didn't, man. How you doing? Hey, look, guys, it's Devin. He done heard me up here pouring stuff. Look at this mess. Tell me how I got it half in the middle of the cross and then messed up the rest of it. Well, there it is, y'all. First mistake. How you like them beans? Meanwhile, what we do is we just come over here and open that up. Yeah, we just take that little puppy and we just place it right back down in there. We don't want to drop it because we don't want to knock a hole in the furnace. Here we go. I got a better idea. Who gonna add to it? It didn't want to pour right because it wasn't. I'm not used to just pouring it out. It didn't know how to. I didn't know how to act with it. Put a maple in there. We're gonna make it 2 ounces. See if I can pour it better. Go ahead and close that deal up. By the way, y'all meet Devin. Some of y'all has met Devin before. One of my neighbors. How are you? Great guy. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff around here. We've watched him grow leaps and bounds also. He's trying to get it done, huh? Learning. It's a process. It's a process, Shaw. Oh man, did you see that mess just then? How did I not? I don't know how I didn't off center hit that. I think it's because of the way I was. Yeah, I couldn't get it. It didn't want to fit for me, right? I'm used to having more in there. I'm used to pouring 5 ounces at a time, please. Did it already break down? Is it liquid?
Yeah.
Go ahead and shut the lid on. Shut the lid on it. We'll see if we can't get it liquid. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Watch that cord. Don't burn yourself on that. Yeah, that ain't hot. At least it was. It was in the silver. Yeah, it says we're at 1,057. It ain't right. That thermostat ain't right on that thing at all. Don't raise it. Just look through the hole. Thermostat ain't right. It can't be right. Because if it was that hot,
Yeah,
so
melted.
it melted already just now. All right. We're going to give it a second. I'm going to stir it up. You want to stir it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to mix that 4-9 spine in with that 3-9 spine. We just added another ounce. Maybe I can work it a little better. Devin's shaking his head. No, not going to happen. Jeff's just playing in the damn silver. All right. Got it? Okay, let's do it then. Okay, up and out. Here we go. Round 2. Can we get it, man? Can we get it? Oh, gosh. Okay. It did it, but it did it too much. Okay. That was the key. The third time is going to be a charm. Go ahead and shut that door. Turn it off. Okay. Well, guess what, y'all? It got a little better. A little better. We filled up the mold that time, but I filled it up too daggum much. Ah! Yeah, don't do that next to that graphite. You'll bust that stuff. We'll be like, ah! One step closer. Everyone's like, dang it, man. What happened was, yep. Well, we're getting closer, right? If I wanted to Dremel it off, we could save it. I'm not going to. I want to pour it perfect. Okay. Hey, Devin, that knife is in there, either on the floor or by that table or on that table. Ready to go in here. That butter knife that we use. Yep, that's it. Huh? See, Devin's been around here helping me do this and learning how to do this lineup. One of these days, we're going to see him doing it on his own. Oh, look at that. We got an ink it. Hold on. That's the over pour. Let me get that because that'll save us from pouring it again. Right? Look how much over pour we got right there. Just not one little ink it, y'all. I'm going to save that and stamp it. Somebody on Whatnot will buy that. You guys are all awesome like that. One of y'all on YouTube or Whatnot will buy the splatter. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. That's hot. Oh, look at it, man. It does look good on that side, don't it? Yeah. Well, Devin, just wish away that extra silver. Oh, yeah. You can't wish it away? Oh, shit. Devin said he can't wish it away, but look at the back side of that, y'all. Back side of that looks amazingly perfect, nice and smooth. But I got too much flap on the front. It went a little over pour. So here's what we're going to do. You know what we're going to do? We're going to raise up that lid. There we go. Bam. Okay, we're good. We're in there. All right, we're gonna let that sit there for a second and do its thing. Oh yeah, don't put it in there. I'm gonna stamp that. It's done. Look how smooth that thing looks. It don't need polished or nothing. That is just beautiful. I don't put it in mold. What? Hey, what do you think we should pour a star instead? Maybe the cross is just too much lime to fill it in my hand. I don't know. We almost got the cross. Third time's a charm, right? Furry, I don't know. I ain't never dated the same woman 3 different times after 3 different breakups. I ain't been through the same marriage 3 times. I'm not a firm believer in that third time thing. I'm thinking that, I don't know. But we're getting close. So I'm a firm believer in I'm this close. I'm going to keep trying. Devin's starting to warm up, and you got the silver fork out too. You know, I got silver tools to play with the silver with, right? So we got the silver fork and the silver knife so that we can separate the silver from the graphite mold. Got one coming in and around. Weaker one, Niner. Oh man. Hey, you know what, Shuds? I was telling Devin now, this is the when you're sober and you see other people doing dumb shit, all you can do is just shake your head and laugh. Don't drop that. Scuff it up. You ain't gonna get it that polished again.
Well, I'm gonna go split, man.
He's like, I'm gonna go be careful. Is it liquid again? Let's turn it back on. Give me a second, we'll turn it back on. You gonna try it? You wanna try to pour it?
This.
Yeah. Look, he said in this. So Devin's learned how to pour a little bit. He's done this with me a few times. His hands might be not as shaky as mine. Or should I try a third time and see what happens? Let me turn it on. We're just running. Now, y'all notice that silver melted with the furnace off. That furnace is going to keep the stuff hot in there. I turn it off and on because you don't want to just leave it on and burn up your furnace. That will happen. Let it get hot up here again. You want to glow? We're gonna do it right. Oh, that's hot. I told you not to grab it, and then I grabbed it. All right, you ready? Go ahead. Here, Devin's gonna give it head. Here you go. I'll hit it forward. You make this thing work. Put it on my foot. Don't hit the ground. Lift up the back end. Go ahead, forward. Forward, baby, forward. Not fast enough. That's okay. That's okay. That happens. We didn't get it in there quick enough to pull down too much. Okay, so let's get that piece back in there. We're up to 982, so it's getting hot enough. It's still melting. We're good. Now that you did that the once, now you know keep the back end of that crucible up off the concrete so it don't touch it, and then just pour it a little more forward. Look at that, it made a little cross. We had the Dremel glue, you can clean that up. It'd be a little cross. Did y'all see that? Look at there, he made a little cross. We should Dremel it maybe and clean it up. I don't know. You want to pour it again? Pour it again. Don't drop it in there. Use the yeah. Use the tongs. Don't drop silver in your hot crucible, y'all. If you do, I promise you it's gonna break your crucible. You dropped it in there anyways.
Yeah, I was got as low as I can.
Okay. Would you then use a different crucible switching metal? Yeah, you use a different crucible when you're doing different metals for sure. Do not ever do different metals in the same crucible. Now with the silver, I do 3/9 fine and 4/9 fine together. That is not a problem. That will still bring your purity will still come out to be 3/9 or better. What you don't want to do is mix sterling silver or anything like that because it is going to bring down the percentage of your silver. No matter if you think you poured it all out of the crucible or not, it's still going to have remnants of it in it. So copper is a heavy metal, which is what makes sterling silver 92.5% pure silver instead of 999. It is going to stay at the bottom of that crucible when you're melting sterling silver. So you can't put three nines fine in there and then wonder why it's testing wrong when you pour it because you're pulling out part of that copper. So you're turning your three nines into sterling. You know what I mean? It might come out being like 96% or 97%, but it's still not 999. So just never mix any kind of metals except for pure silver together or pure sterling together. I think that's what I did. She said I mixed them together. That's okay. Look, it's not a problem. Whenever you get it all figured out, what you do is you get a hold of someone like me that's got an X-ray machine, and then we can X-ray it and tell you exactly what percentage your pour is before you make your COA.
I'm leaving, man. Take care.
All right.
You guys be safe.
Bye, Miss Peggy. Be safe.
Yeah.
And it's okay that you did that, Fiona. You're learning. You know what I mean? That's your silver you're playing with, right? Just know that before you stamp anything, you want to make sure of what its percentage is. Because technically, in the United States, if you sell some silver and you sell a COA with it, and the COA's percentage is not what the silver is, that is a federal offense. So you got to make sure that when you're selling your stuff, go get it x-rayed before you sell it if you have any questions about what it might be. So then you know what it is. Before you put your name on it, you want to make sure you know what it is. But for like Miss Fiona and others that's learning and myself, I'm playing around with this stuff. Y'all see me sell my splatters, I'll tell you it's 98% pure, or it's 999, or it's sterling silver. You know what I mean? I made a thing for Miss UFO. I called it Space Trash. Just this little creative thing I did with some sterling silver. Hopefully she likes it. She's super, super cool, y'all. Super nice lady. So is Miss Fiona. Miss UFO runs a channel also on Whatnot. I've just seen her do some extremely kind things for people in need. I love stuff like that. You guys know that here on YouTube, we did a lot of things for people in need. I'm big on wanting to give back to others because, yeah, it's what makes me feel complete. So there you go. I'm just playing, Fiona. Look, you're gonna get great at it. What do you mean? This woman's good. She has got a mindset for it, and she's determined. She said, "Hey, I think I want to do this." Next thing I know, she done bought the furnace. She's got the stuff. She's doing it. You know what I mean? And Fiona, the most cool part of all is you got family involved with it. You know what I mean? It's cool. Richard Medcalf in the building. Furry says, yes, UFO is amazing. She's my cookie lady on YouTube. She sells silver and gold, and she'll sell you homemade cookies. And they're freaking delicious. Miss Fiona, you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm telling you. And doing this stuff, it's fun. It's relaxing, right? It kind of helps get the edge off, at least for me. She's a learning now. I'm telling you, she's gonna be a pro. Hey, Miss Sue H, she didn't start off small. She started off with like, I'm gonna melt 5 ounces of silver. I'm gonna make this giant thing. The first thing she had in mind, I think it would have been a 10-ounce piece. I don't know. She is all in. She's trying to figure out how to do the wax casting. So if any of y'all know anything about that, just speak up. Mr. Richard, good to see you, sir. All right, hold on one second. All right, there we go. I'm back. All right. Hopefully, I can do this. I hope I can do it this time. If I can't do it this time, we're gonna go star on it. If I don't get it this time, I'm going star on it. Yeah, I even got on my work jeans. At least I'm not doing it. Half the time I'm just like clothes doing. Pouring soda. People are always going back here going, "What are you doing?" Pouring soda. I think it blows their mind. They're like, "You're doing what?" Stick around a second and watch. Okay, here's what I got to do. I got to figure out how to leave this on, and yeah, something on it. If I can locate this at the same time, it'd be golden. Should be interesting. Again, no glove. Ah, come on, Lord, help me out. Ah, we did it. Oh my goodness. I got a little overpulled, not much. Oh, guys, I think I even got some ripples in it. Ah, I might even got ripples in it. We got a little overflow, but not much. I think I can cut off the overflow, and I think we might have a decent cross. And I think I got ripples in it. Hold on. Ah, we might have something. Holy smoke. Boy, that's hot. By the way, y'all, try to at least use one glove. That is hot. Sheesh. I got all excited. Didn't even use the daggum glove. I'll know that for a day or two, huh, Miss Sue? Like, you will know, Jeff, you did not use the glove. Hey, I mean, I just barely overflowed a little at the top side, but I think I can separate it. I think we might have a decent cross, y'all. And I think it might have some, I'm not promising ripples, but maybe. Maybe there might be some ripples. Uh, we just gotta wait. Just give me a minute and let it cool off and let me think about it before I pop it out. Like, come on, Lord, let the cross turn out okay. We're trying here. All right, let's see. Ah, look at there. I got another little splooge. We'll stamp that one. JP Coins has been waiting for some more splooges, so we know for sure he's waiting on some. Ah, oh my goodness, y'all. I'm telling you, I just got a little bit of overspill on this thing. It's hot as heck. Come on, Lord, get this thing out of here. Ah, can't get it out. Can't make that up. It don't want to come out. But you buzzard, you're gonna come out of there. There it is. Let's see. Bam. Oh, let me see. Does it got? Oh, it has ripples on it. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta get this to where y'all can see it. I'll lay it over here on the ground. Ah, check it out. I don't know if y'all can see the ripples in there or not. Look, there's some of the ripples. The ends has got the ripples on it. Huh? The top's got the ripples on it. I gotta sand that part off. But check this out. That part, it looks bigger than it is because look on the back. It's really thin, that spillover. I just barely spilt over. I just had a little too much silver in it. I would say it would fit an ounce perfect, but I put more than an ounce in it. Ah, back part is perfectly smooth. And then we got ripples on the top. Now I gotta do is finish that thing out, fix that top part. We'll fix that top part. We'll cut off that little extra right there. I think that'll be a keeper. I think our third time was a charm, right? We got ripples. And it's over an ounce. So I didn't do it. We did it, right? I didn't do this by myself. I promise you. I'd have gave it. Look, after round two, I'd have been like, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm turning this into a star or something. So you all helped make that possible. Believe that. You guys are definitely 110% what gets behind me and gets this done. So I appreciate y'all. Meanwhile, back on the farm, I hope everyone has an amazing evening. You guys are great. We're going to find out what this cleans up and looks like within the next couple of days. I'll show you all the finished product. I'm excited because I didn't know if I'd be able to get ripples in it, y'all. And I used to pour bars with ripples and rounds with ripples, and they were really cool looking. People really liked them, and I just have not. I've just got stuff going on that I just haven't been able to do it the right way. So your hands were really steady. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't feel like they are half the time anymore, but they will be. They'll be again. I appreciate y'all so much. And thank you, Miss Fiona, for having such an interest in learning to do this and yeah, for just being you. All of you. You guys are all amazing. Hey, I want to tell you this. The guy that died on a cross just like this is made out of wood. He loves every one of y'all more than you can even imagine. And yeah, he's the reason why all this is possible. Fact. Nothing to do with me. Meanwhile, I want y'all to remember to keep your heads up, your feet down, keep reaching for them stars, keep stacking that silver and gold, y'all. I appreciate the heck out of you. Get over there to Whatnot in the morning. We got a game we run every morning on Whatnot. Lots of fun. Came hang out. You might end up with something free. We give away stuff because we appreciate y'all being in there. Meanwhile, you all are amazing. Miss Sue H, big hugs. We're gonna be working on that taco again soon. Okay? We're not finished with the taco by far. So stay tuned for that. We got the American Silver Eagle taco in process. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Keep this in thought. I've met a lady here in Oklahoma, further away from me than even Tulsa. She does amazing hand pours. She's part of a community of people that does hand pours. I met her at the Tulsa show. Great lady. We've been in communication since then. I'm going to be having some of her material and it's going to be available for you all. And she sells on an international level. So if y'all want to get some really cool pour work from a lady that really is all about that life, she's going to have some coming your way. We're working on a deal now to where I'm going to bring y'all some to Whatnot, some to YouTube. We're going to help her reach a goal and she's going to help us grow. So I hope to see you all further along this journey. Remember to keep your heads up, feet down, keep stacking that silver and gold. God bless you. Stay safe. Y'all throw a prayer out there for Mad Cow. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Hold on a second. I can't get to the things. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Thank you all. Just remember, keep your heads up, keep your feet down, keep reaching for those stars. Thank you all. Keep your heads up, keep your feet down, keep reaching for those stars, and keep stacking that silver and gold. God bless. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.